Um, Oreo's being a little
Pardon?
needy right now.
Tissue?
I have them right here, Jim. Oh. Oreo is being a little
Pick
needy right
one this
now,
one.
so
Do
forgive
this one,
her.
whatever.
She got up a little early this morning, so she's trying to get down for an early nap. But no way, Jose, because that'll just make her be all up in my face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you dropped it. Oh, my goodness. What are we going to do? Hope you guys can hear us okay. I know that having the microphone thing's a little rough, but, I want you to be able to hear Mom, too, so we got to use them. Should take donations, right? Like I'm always begging. I should beg for like three microphones. They couldn't hear you anyway, remember? So it's okay. In the description, I wrote it's been a bit of a rough week, as you guys probably know, or some of you probably know. So see if we can't come together and find some joy in the week. Yeah, the weather has also been poopy doo. Last night at like 11:30, we got a tornado watch. Sorry, that was in effect till 7 a.m. Because it was just weird though too, because it wasn't even like it was storming, but it wasn't.
I didn't even know it.
Yeah, it wasn't storming, but it was like it was storming, but it wasn't like tornado storming. So
Canuck Girl is here.
hello,
Chandra Hinkle is here.
hello.
Mona's here.
Hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona. How's your foot?
Yeah, is it getting better? We're worried about your foot. We's worried about your foot.
Simone's girl is here.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh. Sylvia Garcia is here.
Hello, Sylvia. Sylvia's little Eureka is starting to do her little puppy training. Sylvia, is she gonna begin training her to be a therapy dog too, right? I wasn't sure. Or you're waiting to see if she calms down first?
She said, I hope all is well with everyone.
Yes. What you doing, Mama? Is that no, that's not the boo-boo foot. You got the fritchies? You got the fritchies? Excuse Oreo while she gives herself a scratch on the camera. She's had like a lot of anxiety from the storms and the thunder and stuff. And her thunder shirt, mom just ordered her a new one. Thank you, Mom. Her thunder shirt doesn't fit her anymore. But we did put on one of her basketball jerseys. And it's so funny when you put it on her. Like, I almost wish you could go get it so everybody could see. Like, she becomes an entirely different dog. Like, what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do now? Because they say it gives them like a hug.
Mona's daughter had an award ceremony yesterday.
Oh.
And she said her foot is sore today because she overdid it
yesterday. Of course. Well, congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that part about overdoing it. I'll tell you that much. It's so funny because it's funny because I always say I don't allow the pressure of the media and the social media to affect me, but I apparently do, because it affected Jim and then that affects me. So then I go and push myself, and I've been pushing myself so much every day that I can barely move this morning. Like, I could barely come out here. I'm in so much pain. It's like crazy.
Why are you pawing me?
I want you to pet me. I want you to pet my belly. That's all. Pet my chest, right?
Sylvia Garcia said if she calms down, maybe. Right now, Eureka is giving us issues with potty training.
Oh, no.
Tidbits of My Life is here.
Hello, sweetheart. Oh, gosh.
Sylvia said if Eureka doesn't calm down, she will only be a family dog.
Aw. You can do it. She's still little, though.
Yeah.
It's hard when...
Yes. This one,
I think you're laying on...
and still is.
I think you're laying on my microphone.
Oh,
Want to let Daddy talk? Is that what you want me to do with Daddy?
Mona said thank you. She got a scholarship for keeping her grades 3.99. We're so proud of her. Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Yeah. Isn't 4 as high as it goes? Yeah.
There we go. Uh,
Simone's girl said that's great, Mona.
we got more weather coming in.
Yeah, a little bit, I think.
That's probably why I feel a little out.
Oh, I woke up a little after 6 and I'm sitting here going,
Yeah.
wake up, wake up.
What are you doing, Oreo? You crazy dog. I'm sorry. I'm more focused on Oreo right now than anything else because um she's been acting a little weird lately, and I know the weather
Yeah.
is kind of a big deal with her because she just doesn't like the weather. But at the same time, she wants
Yeah.
like Mondo attention. Oh, the attention in the house, that too, yeah. Which actually, maybe it's just me. I don't. I feel like the tension in the house is slowly dissipating. Um, Jeri-Ann are communicating a little bit better. Um, I try to be mindful of her needs because I mean
Oh.
she does have issues with walking long distances and up and up and down. The water dish is full.
Sheila Hall asked, "How is Oreo's paw feeling?" Yes.
It's still a little tender. Yeah. See, I'm trying to touch it and she's pulling it away from me. So yeah, it's still bothersome.
Should
She
still,
has a doctor's appointment on Tuesday,
yes.
and otherwise, she's acting like her normal crazy self. Oh, she got a bone. She got a bone off the floor.
Shatika Woods is here. Simone's girl asked, "How did she hurt her paw?" We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if she stepped on something or got bit by something or what. Yeah, it started as a little red dot and on Oreo in between like her pad and her front paw front toes. Um, so we don't know exactly what happened. That's why we're taking her to her doc Tuesday to have Doc Brown check it and hopefully get her nails trimmed because her front claws are like starting to turn into daggers.
Shatika Woods is here. Oh, I think I said that. Mona said, "Dad said hi, everyone."
Hi.
Simply Karen says, "If you're upset with each other and arguing, she'll know it. That'll affect her." Oreo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely gets affected. We're all doing pretty good kicking, at least from my point of view. But that's my point of view. How you feeling, Jerry? Well, besides pain wise.
Yeah, I guess okay.
Yeah, Jerry's okay.
I like it with that.
Yeah.
Stauber House 16 said hello.
I don't know if Stauber is from Germany or not.
Well, house is spelled the English way.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Stauber could be last name. I don't know.
Anything's possible.
Yep.
On the Alpine House, US in Waynesville, remember that?
The Alpine House in Waynesville, Missouri. Yeah.
Another German restaurant.
Actually, a hotel.
The hotel.
But
so much of it.
if the way it's stacked, the houses, the buildings are stacked on top of each other.
Oh yeah, where
They found
the
a-
house was. Yeah.
They found a German-looking. Oh, what's the name of it again? Alpine House
Yeah.
in Waynesville.
Right.
Evidently, it's a hotel. But
Yeah,
okay,
we don't know what it was. We just know it looked pretty interesting.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh, okay. Patty in Pittsburgh said too hard to share a microphone that far apart from each other.
Yeah.
So, Canuck girl said can't hear Jerry. A couple people were saying okay, can't hear you.
Here, you want this back?
Kicking it said Jerry sounds so far away.
Jerry's laughing at, I guess, whatever the dog's doing. Oh, get a grip of it.
So me and my bestie have a shorthand with 80s movies and music lyrics and all those types of things. So one of the very, very favorite ones that we use all the time is from the movie called Gotcha with Anthony Edwards. And there's so many great lines from that movie. But one of them is he calls his house and she barely speaks English. And her name is Rosario. So he calls the house from Germany. And he goes, "Hi Rosario, it's Jonathan." And she goes, "Jonathan, no home." So no, Rosario, it's me, Jonathan. No, Jonathan in Europe or in Spain or wherever he is at the time. And he goes, "It is me, Jonathan." She goes, "Oh, Jonathan, you sound so far away." Yes, Rosario, I sound so like. And then when he comes back to the United States, it starts over. She goes, "Jonathan, you sound so close," and that's what made me laugh. That's what made me laugh because when you said you sound so far away, of course, my brain went, "Jonathan, you sound so far away." You gotta watch it if you guys get a chance. I don't even know if it's streaming anywhere, but it's a really funny movie.
Was Barbara Hershey, I think was her name, was in it?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Okay, and then I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen it.
We got a visitor from heaven.
Actually, we got two.
Oh.
Out there.
Oh, Cardinals.
Okay.
That one male. That one way out there female. Double colored.
Your dad and Rita? Maybe. I don't know.
Could be. My mom and your dad.
Yeah. True. I'm gonna miss up this name. Is it Rena Jimenez? Reina. Said good morning.
Oh, Rena. Okay.
Sheila Hall said my favorite line from a movie is nobody outputs baby in a corner.
For sure. That's a good
Name
one.
the movie Dirty Dancing.
Yes,
Everybody.
yes, absolutely.
There's
so many. I could sit here for. I could just make an entire 24-hour live stream and just movie quote.
Yeah,
Famous
yeah.
movie quotes.
Movie and songs.
What? Well, this is your show, not mine. I don't know what I'm doing. We might have a dying mic here because my mic is flashing green red, which means it's dying. So is yours. I just saw yours flicker.
Oh yeah.
So we might have to take off the mics anyhow just to talk.
You know what? And I will shout because I'm louder. I shout, but I'll.
Oh, you can put it in that corner facing it. Yeah.
Well, not yeah.
Not facing you,
Yeah.
but
It'll be closer to you.
Oh.
all right. Hold on for a second, folks. We're gonna do a
Switcheroo.
mic switch.
What is the line? We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. No, Jim, like the corner between the table and mom's feet. Yeah. Yeah, like facing towards us. There you go. Like that. I'll be baby in the corner. I'll be baby Snow in the corner. Do you guys know my nickname used to be Baby Snow? I mean, it still is, but then when I was a teenager, or actually a young adult, my brother-in-law goes, "Baby Snow, it's more like the abominable snow woman," because I was so big.
Which brother was this?
Brother-in-law, I said John. It was John. John's funny. My brother-in-law John is really a funny guy.
An idea. Brenda said if the mic has a clip on it, Would it work to attach it to the sofa in the center?
We tried.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, until Oreo decided to eat it.
Yeah.
Or jump on it, or
Yeah.
but it's too far away from either one of us at that point either, too. So it's like we both have to shout. What?
Well, I was just thinking, everybody keeps on saying we should do a GoFundMe. We should do a GoFundMe.
No, it's alright.
Why don't we do a GoFundMe for a three-way mic?
It's okay.
Jeri asked, what does baby snow mean?
When thank you for asking. When we were all babies, everybody in my family was born blonde except my sister Julie. I was born with like white hair because I stayed blonde. Everybody else turned brunette. But I found out from my sister the other day that when I was a baby, Mommy didn't want to cut my hair because she thought that it would make it turn brown like everybody else's. Everybody else's turned brown after that first haircut. But that was just genetic. That was just what it was going to be anyway.
It will be what it will be.
Well, that's why it was baby snow, because it was really white, like it was really blonde and like almost platinum isn't really what.
Towhead.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. Jimmy was a towhead. His dad was a towhead. Look at him now.
Exactly. That's what my brothers and sisters. They were all blonde as babies, except Julie. Like I said, Julie was petite. She was born petite. She was born brown hair, and I think she was born with brown eyes. And they all, made fun of her like she was the UPS daughter,
Where
dropped
did you
off
come
by like that.
Smo's girl asked, were you able to work on the house this week?
A little.
Yeah.
We got a little done, which for me, with my back conditions and whatnot, just being able to like organize my refrigerator and get some laundry done, and
We also did the bedroom, right? We
yeah,
some stuff
we
in
did
the-
some work in the
work
bedroom. So we did get some work done. It's just
There's more
slow.
to be done. There's more to be done. Yeah.
You know,
You got the cardboard boxes at the kitchen. I noticed.
I got a couple of them out. Yes.
Okay. That's good.
I actually wanted to sit down and try to break some more down to shove into a bigger box,
Okay, you can do that.
making it easier to transport from here to the recycling center.
You said some of them were in my room too, in the craft room too, right?
You've got a couple of them. I don't know if they're empty or not, but as soon as we get into the craft room, we can dig through the boxes and see what needs to do.
Okay.
Where this goes, where that goes.
I have a couple in my room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've got a couple in your room.
Boxes full of stuff or just empty boxes?
I don't know. I think there's one or two of them in there that's got like one or two items in there, and
Gotcha.
then there's a couple of them that are full of stuff. And I don't know what room they came out of. It could have come out of your room. It could have come out of the kitchen. It could have come out of what was my office in the front.
Gotcha.
So it's just a matter of dealing with them.
Smo's girl asked, Jerry, what do you think your pain is from?
My broken vertebrae. Yeah, it's from my spine. I could feel it. It's not muscular. It's definitely skeletal, which is weird because I very rarely had. Well, when the arthritis pain, but it's like arthritis pain turned up to 20.7 thousand volts. No, I'm kidding. It's just a lot more intense. It's a lot more sharp. It's a lot more.
Well, I know. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, go ahead.
That's
take
it. I
your
said
time.
painful. That was the word that came. I was trying to think of.
Pain, yeah.
I know a lot of Jeri-Ann's pain is from the hole in her spine because of the cancer. I know a lot of. I can only imagine how difficult it is for her to walk nowadays because one leg is now shorter than the other because of the
Does your leg bother you?
Not really. My hip. Is that what you meant?
yeah the
Yeah.
Oh,
hair.
the whole thing.
No, my hip. No, just my hip.
Yeah. I can definitely tell when the pain is severe just by looking at her. I mean, she doesn't hide it that well. It's all over her face.
Well, it seems to me that she has a fairly high pain tolerance
She
to
does.
be able to function at all, with that much pain. I know when I'm in pain, it's like, don't even.
Oh yeah. yeah. No, she does. She does. I mean, even on her bad days, when she's laid up in bed or sitting up in her chair in her room, just to get up to go to the bathroom, which is right around the corner, can be painstaking and take a lot of energy out of her. Um,
Simone's girl asked, do you think regular PT would help you?
Well, they give me all the PT I can have right now because of the fact that the last test showed that the
oops, sorry.
hole is still there, but it's not cancer, it's just empty. So, but it's basically the cancer shrunk, but it didn't calcify yet. Basically, didn't fill back in with calcium. So the fear is of fracturing it more, you know. So the fear is of actually, because it's right on the edge of that one vertebrae, the fear is cracking it more on this side, so like the bone would break up in two pieces. So that's why I have to take it easy. Basically, when I got rid of the TLSO, the doctor said, pretend you still have it on. And that was the don't lift 15 pounds, that whole thing. Pretend you have the TLSO still on. Try to keep your back straight. I asked him about a back brace at the time, and he said he didn't want to give me a back brace at the time because people then don't work on their core muscles and da-da-da. So after I got rid of that, the next appointment we went back, and I said, is the 15 pounds, like, what's the deal? He goes, to be honest with you, he goes, look, you getting up every day is more than 15 pounds. So he goes, just listen to your body, don't push it, take it easy. If you shouldn't have any pain, is what he said. Basically, if he indicated, if I have pain, I went too far. So that's when I asked him for the back brace for long rides, extra things, if I have to do like something extraordinary, walk a really long way or whatever, then that's why I have that back brace. But I'm not supposed to wear it every day because that again will keep me from using my core as strength. And then he sent me to PT, and that PT lady, basically said, you really can't do anything except strengthen your core, because we can't give you back muscle exercises because you can't position your back in those ways, because imagine my back's supposed to still be stiff and straight, you know, like I have the TLS on. So what I do all day, not all day, every day, because I'm not an idiot, like but in sets of 10, in sets of 10, I work on my core, and I do it all throughout the day. Try to do it at least once an hour. Sometimes the hours get past me, but you can kind of like tell sometimes my breath is a little bit more labored. Like right now, I'm holding in my core. This is me doing my core exercises. I can talk, and I can do whatever, but my breath sometimes gets a little bit more labored because when I talk and you're holding in your core muscles, you don't have as much room in your lungs. Your diaphragm gets stuck there. So anyway, so that's only PT I'm allowed to do right now. This morning when we were fixing the couch, I stretched onto the couch, and Mom's like, I just put my head down and I worked my hiney back so I could stretch my back muscles a little bit. And Mom's like, you need help? I'm like, no, I'm just secretly stretching out my back. Don't tell anybody.
Jen SW said, Jim, are you feeling more optimistic this week?
Optimistic.
Better.
Oh.
Feeling like things are going well. Like things are going to be okay.
Oreo, get out of that. Okay. Actually, yeah. I mean, since we talked middle of the week, I can't remember exactly what day it was. We started to get
Thursday, Friday.
yeah, we started to get a better understanding of what's actually going on, and it's kind of, for me. I mean, I feel everything's good. I mean, I realized after talking to Jerry and then Mom, we can't just snap our fingers and move to a new location. There's a lot of process to go through between financial process and selling process, and being able to
Packing up and moving.
being able to find a place where we're going to move to, and then packing everything up and going. I'm not a very patient person when it comes to certain things because just the way my brain works. Excuse me. And when you grow up in the military, every so many years, you're used to, you know, uprooting and moving to a new location because you have no choice. I mean, if the government people, if the government decides that you're going to go to Timbuktu, you got no yes or no choice.
I heard the markets in Timbuktu are really nice.
I'm wondering about the markets lately. I
It's
mean,
warmer.
you know,
I'm sure it's warmer.
I kind of want to go to the South Pacific because I hear islands are fairly cheap to purchase. This is how we joke.
But there's no electricity.
Eh, solar and
There you
wind.
go, solar. There you go. No internet. Ah.
Yeah, I
Stepping
don't
on
know.
my gut, girl.
Come on,
Stepping
Oreo.
my gut.
Indian
It's okay.
Tennessee is
Pillow
here.
sliding.
Uh-huh.
I know. No, the pillow sliding.
Half-baked brain cells. Said, can you help me understand why you see a back surgeon, but he's never done back surgery on you?
Well, when I found
Sit
out
down.
that I had that tumor in the hospital when I got my leg done. So, to be honest with you, that tumor didn't show, well, it showed up, but it wasn't red on the x-rays like it was a big deal, but it was a big deal. And it wasn't an x-ray, I'm sorry, only bone skin. That's no surgery he could have done at the time because there was still full cancer. And it's very delicate, the vertebrae. It's not like just, you know, it's not just like go in and dig around. I actually said to my sister-in-law the other day, I said, you know, normally we're Gen Xers, we're like, get in there and just take out all the cancer and I'll just live. And I'm like, the problem is you probably don't want all those holes in your bones, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. It's more delicate than the femur. Obviously, the femur is the toughest bone in the body. So going in there and digging out all the cancer and filling it with cement and tacking some metal on it is a lot easier or less challenging than doing that to a vertebrae. And, you know, the vertebrae is actually 3 bones, right? It's the big one in the middle and then the 2 on the sides, right? Isn't that right?
Well,
Each vertebrae section is made out of 3 bones, right?
I don't know.
Or
if
4.
I'm not that familiar with it.
Oh, hold on, look.
I thought
Because
it
it's
was
just
one
the
solid
one-
bone.
It's just a one section. I don't know.
Alright.
But-
looking that
Yeah, go ahead.
Leslie McMillan, sorry, is here. Tidbits of my life said, hi Simply Karen, good idea. I just sent a small amount to PayPal. I'm not sure what that means, but that's what she said. Mona said, Sally, it's warm here. What's the humidity?
Where is she?
Louisiana.
Mona's in Tennessee. Oh, Louisiana. Mona.
Mona's in
Oh, okay.
Mona's in Louisiana.
Kathy
Yeah.
Disney is here.
Sorry, I was thinking of something else.
Seeley is here. Hi. Smiles Girl said maybe they can do a spinal fusion to strengthen your back.
Oh, maybe if it comes to it. I think they want to get rid of the cancer first. That's what I have an appointment with him in a couple of weeks. Actually, not even 1.5 weeks. So
Who?
next Wednesday. The spinal surgeon?
Up in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, what day is it? I don't know.
It's the 8th of May.
I don't think I have anything on the 8th.
No, I don't think so. It's been on the calendar for a long time. It was supposed to be already, but he had to push back. So.
Oh, okay.
Sheila Hall said Tidbit's dad is very generous to help them get a third microphone.
She is really very sweet. She's extremely
Can you get a
generous.
third microphone and integrate it with the
No,
other 2?
you have to buy a set that's got all 3.
Yeah.
That's all I was telling everybody. The
Yeah.
2 microphone sets are like $40. The 3 microphone sets jump up automatically like $100 or $80 or whatever. It's a lot of money.
84 something or other.
Huh?
I looked.
Apparently, L3 is a tank, as well as a spinal vertebrae. L3
Okay.
vertebrae.
Julie Butt.
That means it's the one pretty far down.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
one
okay.
of them.
I always thought it was higher in the back, like the T-spine or something.
Well, I have one there. I have one the T7 right transverse. There's a tumor there. I mean, there's all over, but that's the next biggest one.
Yeah.
But the L3 is the one that's got the hole in it. That's the one that's caused me to get the TLSO.
Scoot over. You mean this bone?
I just want to see a picture of it. Like, I don't. Oh yeah, it is just one picture. Well, no, see that, what, oh, they are attached, never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to see the side pictures so I can show you where they are. Because the one picture, you know, it looks like, because it's got those spiky parts of the bone. It looks like the one side is just totally, I always tell everybody it looked like an empty marshmallow. So it looked like the vertebrae comes out in the scan as white, and then the whole is obviously nothing there. Um, well, actually, it was a tumor at the time, but it was still darker. That's what I guess I should have said. But that's what it looked like. It looked like an empty marshmallow. It was pretty funny. Not funny, but you know what I mean. Different. Different. That's it. Not less, but different.
Simone's girl asks, what is the treatment to take care of bone cancer?
Well, it's not bone cancer. It's a metastasis in my bone. The treatment is the same thing, chemotherapy. Chemotherapy reduce them. That's one of the things that prompted me for a move in the first place was the thought that one of these big research hospitals would have a different course of treatment or something more radical. You know, it's just like I kind of feel like it'd be great if I could just get like, there's a lady who runs the meetings, a very beautiful lady who runs the meetings for the patient, basically the KCA has a monthly meeting where we all get together, like a group that we talk to. And she runs it, and she's been surviving her cancer since the late 70s, early 80s. And what they did then was, because this is what they did, they basically put her in the hospital, they like poisoned the crap out of her for like 10 days, and they let her recover for, you know, a few days in the hospital, and then that was it, like she was cancer free, because that's what they used to do. Cut out what they could, but they just don't do that anymore. That's not how they normally don't treat kidney cancer like that anymore. So, this one is just like, it's a matter of just buying time, is the way the doctor puts it. So that's where it comes down to. It's like, there is no cure for this. There is no, you know, there's a very, very slim chance to ever have no evidence of disease with the amount of metastases I have, those types of things. But I'm always still hopeful that I've got tons of time left. It's just days when I feel like this. I explained it to the doctor and I explained it to my primary. I just don't feel like I recovered from the last chemotherapy. This one that was...
Yeah, that one was...
Alitalia, or whatever the heck the name it was. I don't recommend it for people like me, I guess. If it just doesn't feel like it's left my system. And I know it did affect my system. I've got hypothyroidism now, and my blood sugar was all out of whack. But I'm treating all of those symptoms one at a time, you know. And actually, we got, my depression had gotten really severe because I felt like crap all the time. I mean, that's not the only reason, but that's a big part of it. So then she upped my medication. So I'm finally, like, just as of Friday, finally getting, like, everything that my doctor prescribed 2 Fridays prior to Friday. I'm finally getting all of everything going. So I have no more oral medication. I'm on Trulicity. I do reparative insulin, which is basically before a meal or before I eat. I take my blood sugar back down to regular, and then I do that before every time I eat. And then I have the extra Seroquel, which also is helping me sleep at night like a log.
Hey, can I have that?
Yes, Mom needs that. Actually, as a matter of fact, she's got me on a 10-day half dose to pump up, and I'm like, I don't think I need the whole dose. So, right now...
I'm not trying to argue with you, but there are days where you need the whole dose, and there are days where you don't need it. I can kind of tell just because of your moods.
Well, I haven't had the whole dose yet. I mean, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I just can't imagine being more tired than this. Like, I didn't fall asleep at midnight. It was after, because I did games already. So maybe like 12:30 midnight. Are you sticking your middle finger up at me?
No. I'm doing this like, excuse me, I'm taking a full dose,
Oh.
and I'm like,
Exactly.
for half
That's
the
what I'm saying.
day.
That's what I'm saying. So So I think a half dose is probably perfect. I don't want to be a zombie there half my day. That's what I'm saying. I already have enough
You
things
can
slowing
afford
me
it.
down. What?
So you could afford it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I can. I said I'm already like out of commission half the day with other things. I don't want to be more out of commission. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question. And to go back to the spine surgeon situation, if it ever comes down to it, if a treatment makes no cancer in my bone, or if they ever get approval to do a PET scan to see if what's in the bone is whole or a tumor, is really the problem. Then the spine surgeon will figure out if surgery is necessary. You know, it comes down to quality of life. How much laid up will I be if I have spine surgery? How many limitations will I have? You know, they don't like to really do spine surgery on people who are obese anyway, because your body changes so much, and then when you do things and you can't move as much and you can't move, and then if you lose weight, then you really like what's going on there, and it's just a lot of things to think about. Do you need to go potty, baby?
You
To
need to go outside?
Yeah, you need to go outside. Is it CP time? You ready for your nap?
Jim's about ready to pass out over here.
Oh, how come? You put some lights on, hon. It's really dark in here.
I don't know if it's the weather.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put some lights on. It's really dark in here. The ring light stopped working. It was daylight on the ring light and it stopped working.
It's going to take a while to.
It's okay. Go, taking the dog out.
Okay.
Don't forget
Oh.
what you got up for. Okay. See, you guys, am I naggy because I reminded him that he don't sit down because you got up to take the dog out and got distracted? No.
Sheila Hall said, I will chip in and then you can sell a two-piece microphone
Aw.
on Marketplace. Okay, Carol Shields said that's an awesome idea.
She will chip in for what?
A three microphone set.
Yeah, but what'd she say after that?
You can sell the two microphone set.
Oh, on Marketplace. Okay.
Brendan PA said T7 is thoracic vertebra, not transverse.
No, it's the T7, which is the thoracic. It's the transverse, which is the right transverse. That's on the right side of the T7 vertebrae. That's what it said. That's what where the one big tumor is. Next big tumor on my spine.
Yeah, okay. Jan said Jim seems more content today. It's hard work to find the sweet spot in a marriage where both partners can be happy, but so worth the effort.
Yeah, it's really funny, like our history. Is that it, Mom? I'm sorry.
That
Okay. It's so funny because our history, you know, Jim always wants to be like, no, don't bring up the past. But our history actually, like, has dictated for a long time that whenever I feel like we're both happy and he acts like he's happy and all that stuff, always something comes up to sabotage it, which is kind of
the
weird.
way it goes.
What?
Ain't that the way it goes?
I guess, I
think
don't
a
know.
lot of people, seem to go through that.
And I guess it's just weird. I had a very different childhood growing up. You know, like, first of all, my father was, like, madly in love with my mother. And, you know, not that she wasn't anything special. Of course she was. But she wasn't, like, a model or anything. She was beautiful, but she was, she was overweight. But she had, like, he always jokes about her great legs. It was her big blue eyes. But, you know, my mom was, broad shoulders. She had a big chest or whatever, but really had thin legs. We're all like, what happened? All of my brothers and sisters, we all got my dad's big fat thighs. Nobody got the skinny potato legs, you know? And potato legs is, the joke was my mom looked like the potato experiment that you put in the windowsill. She was like the potato with the toothpicks in it. That's how she was built. Something. The rabbit came back out.
Probably
And-
going along the bush.
Aw. That's why she needs, I'm sorry guys for a second, that's why she needs her chest harness on, so she doesn't choke herself trying to chase the bunnies. Sorry. Go ahead, Mom.
Carol Seeley said someone said Oreo was sick. She might have missed the.
Oh, not really sick. Excuse me. She has a swollen paw pad, her back right. Paw pad started out a couple of weeks ago with like a little red dot. We didn't know if she stepped on something or she got bit by something. But now it's starting to get swollen from time to time, and it's tender when we touch it. She doesn't want us to, so we made an appointment for her to see the vet. And also to get her nails cut while she's there, so, they'll do it. It'll be easy. We don't have to struggle.
Afe said, I think it's wonderful people are donating for a 3-set microphone.
Yes, that'd be
Please
great.
make sure you spend the money on that since it was the.
Can I tell you something? I'll do whatever I want. Thank you. Have a nice day. Have baked brain. Appreciate it.
No, she was.
I understand. No, she's not. She's telling me that to not take the
Oh.
money. I know exactly what she's telling me because I've had a conversation with her on the phone.
Oh,
Not on the phone, on the things. I've been looking at her chats.
okay.
She's not always not very nice person. Or I don't know if it's a she. It's always not very nice person. They are always not. That's it. That's the universal when you don't know somebody's gender.
Carol Seeley said, asked, has your doctor ever mentioned Ozempic?
I take Trulicity, which is like Ozempic. That's the once a week injectable. I don't have to take oral medication anymore. This is no oral medication since 2010. I've been on oral medication for almost 15 years because it's April. I started in June of 2010. And I'm sorry I just got short. My patience was pushed. I was actually waiting for somebody to say something. Isn't that terrible? Sorry.
Easy, Jerry.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim. You just take over for a little bit. I'm going to look up how much
Sheila said,
a 3 microphone thingy is. Go ahead, sorry, Mom.
Sheila said, we seem to be hearing both of you now. What did you do?
Took off the microphones.
We
you took off-
we unplugged the microphones and changed the position
And
of
we're
the
all
camera.
yelling at the phone.
They were
we're all
dying.
speaking up.
It actually just happened because they were dying, so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for losing my patience.
Virginia Slims asked, do you like Trulicity?
I just only started Friday. I only had 1 dose.
Oh.
So I'll let you know in the future.
And she also said she likes your shirt, Jim.
Yep. I love the shirts I have. I mean, this is the wolf with the moon.
Oh, okay.
I have had a variety of t-shirts in the past, and I realized the ones that I like the most are either like the wolf or the Nordic, type shirts. Some of the other shirts that I've had, I wasn't too thrilled with.
Oh, Sheila Hall said, well, it's working beautifully. I'm not sure you need 3.
Oh, without the microphones at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Virginia Slim said, yes, let me know about your medicine. I switched to it last Monday.
Trulicity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My sisters were on Manjora. My one sister, the insurance wouldn't pay for it anymore, and the other sister, it bothered her stomach. So then she switched to Ozempic, and that bothered her stomach too. Which is the nature of that
Medicine.
that particular medicine, yeah.
Sheila Hall said sometimes it's hard to know people's intent through text. I
Yeah.
always try to think the best.
Yeah.
I do too, Sheila. I'll be honest with you. I kind of that's why I got mad at myself because I don't, and I've been telling my friends since text messaging started, actually since email started, don't put inflection and tone into, don't read inflection and tone into a message. Just read it like you're a computer. And if the person meant to be sarcastic, they usually indicate it was sarcasm. But just try not to do that. And of course, it's not easy to.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do all the time. What happened?
She got muddy paws.
Oh, sure. It's because we changed the thing.
Yeah, of course.
It's okay. That's all right.
Virginia Slim said, my sister was on Monaural, Monaural.
Oh, I never heard of that.
No, it's not that she didn't capitalize it, so I guess maybe it is.
Oh, I
lost
got
80
you. Like a
pounds
generic
without
one.
even trying. It was great for her, but I had upset stomach. Linton Will said, I hope you two are fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tidbits. I appreciate it. I got her thing. I got her donation. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go on there and look for it. 3 microphones set.
What the?
What my oh my said, hi Jeri-Ann, I'm late. I had to go catch some barn cats down the road from where I live. I hate barn cats. They will kill you. Simone's girl said, if chemo is the best treatment for you, what is your oncologist's plan?
He doesn't have one. basically going with me, like whatever I want to do. He constantly says it's quality versus quantity. It's quality versus quantity. The last time I was off treatment from November of 2023 until August, I think, of 2020. Oh, sorry, November of 2022 to August of 2023. No, that's not right. I just ended in February, right? So November. So it was till November. Yeah, so from basically, I was off treatment for 11 months and it didn't grow. My tumor didn't grow. Excuse me. But not the one in my kidney, but other ones did. So it was kind of like. Actually, there was no changes. It was when after the new treatment was over, then I had some. Excuse me, that's your rear end. Thank you. Hi, you want to jump down? You want to scratch your hiney? Need hiney scratches? Okay, hold on. I was trying to find the microphones. Oh, the honey scratches. Oh, the honey scratches. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Half baked said I wasn't being negative. That really hurt my feelings.
Well, it hurt my feelings too that you assume I would use it for something else. Sorry. I hate to point out that, you're not the only one with feelings. I'm not an actress. This is me. I'm a person. I know you guys hold a different view of me just because I want to share my life with you guys. I'm not. This isn't a reality TV show. I heard somebody turn off the show, and I'm like, turn off what show?
Oreo.
Hi.
Lynn Tidwell said thank you for the message over the loss of Sandy.
Yes, I know. It's Lynn. I'm so sorry. It's tough. Like this stuff like
Sandy.
this.
Huh?
A fur baby.
Oh, fur baby. Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry about that, Lynn. I know what it's like to lose your fur baby. We all do. They lost their fur baby before they moved.
Yeah.
And
That was a rough time too.
2 years now. Virginia Slim said I meant Manjaro.
And Manjaro, that's what I thought. Okay.
She did crazy spell check.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because when I was looking at it, the first time she printed it, I'm looking at it going, what? Of course, my brain, I don't know why, because I'm not a drug addict or anything like that, but I was looking at it going, why is she talking about marijuana?
Half Baked said she wasn't assuming anything.
Okay.
Virginia
Well,
Slim,
why would I say it then? I really hope you use it for what it's intended.
yeah.
Why did you even say it? Like, of course I'm going to use it for what it's intended, but that's not even, alright. Apology accepted, and I'm sorry again for losing my temper. But
Virginia Slim said we can hear you and Jim really good with the microphone.
yeah,
Weird.
Well,
I want to give
sorry,
tidbits
go
of my
ahead.
life for money back, but yeah.
If there's something about that, go ahead.
Well, I thought you were going to say something.
I was going to read the next comment.
I think one of the reasons why you can hear us better now without the microphones is because before I was not talking really loud.
Yeah, we try not to talk loud when we're doing these things because loud sometimes hurts mom's ears.
Yeah. But now that I'm feeling better and feeling like I'm on a better path, I'm chipper. I'm speaking normally, so.
That's good. What my oh my.
Ready for nap?
Said Jeri-Ann, maybe I should have gone up to Pam's trailer and got her to catch them for me. She knows the places they hide. I got some deep scratches on her now.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
No. Take care of those scratches.
That's why when you go dealing with them barn cats, you put on a layer of clothing or some body armor.
Yeah. Virginia Anderson said, Jim, LOL, not marijuana. Sylvia Garcia, I probably didn't say the wrong thing.
Jim's got you doing that, right?
Yeah. Half blind and brain dead, what do you want? That's me. Sylvia Garcia said it's amazing how Oreo tries to comfort Jeri-Ann.
Yes,
And
and
she
Jim too.
And Jim too.
So here's the thing about Jim is that she'll comfort Jim when Jim's in a bad place, but then it just aggravates Jim. I'm like, Jim, he's like, stop touching me, stop. I said, baby, she's just trying to make you feel better. And then he realizes that's what she's doing, and he'll allow her to comfort him.
She comes to me, other than when she has to go out, she comes to me when she's scared of storms. The first night or two we had her, it was storming, and I sat on, Jim was at work, and I sat on the couch with her.
Jim told me you sat on the couch for the other day. She was very
Yeah,
excited.
she was doing good for a while. We were both almost asleep, and all of a sudden, like a kid, no, I'm not going to sleep. No, I'm not tired. No. Sure.
That's funny.
Lona said, have the doctors discussed with you about giving you something to help increase your energy? I know having thyroid issues myself, it affects everything. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I already take B12. Safely, I think that's probably all that I can do. I mean, I take Ritalin twice a day. You'd think that would affect my
Aren't you? I thought
energy.
you were on Synthroid or Levothyroid.
Oh no, I'm levothyroxine to balance my thyroid for sure,
Yes,
but nothing additional for energy. That's what I was
for
saying.
energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, caffeine.
Yeah.
Doctor said take 1 cup of coffee a day.
Let's see. What my oh my said, Jim, I literally had 2 thick shirts on and a jean coat. Those cats smell skin and then they strike.
Well,
Next time try big oven mitts.
Yeah.
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 big net on a long pole.
Yeah. Something like that.
So here's what you do. Really.
Okay.
You take a like Rubbermaid coat. You cut a hole in the end. Get a drill bit. You cut a hole in the end. You can use your jigsaw or whatever, about that big. Keep the piece of plastic. That's important. Then what you do is, well, you don't have to keep the piece of plastic. Don't do that. But what you do is you drill holes in the lid through the hangover part, right? You gotta make a one-way door. So what you do on the inside of the bucket, before you put the lid on the inside of the bucket, you can screw or tape like a piece of plexiglass over it so they can get in and not get out. And then you put the cover on and you zip tie it. And that's how you can catch them, you know. And if you're lucky, they might kill each other in the bucket. You won't have to worry about dealing with so many. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, you end up catching, you know, put hay in there so they feel like it's a nice nesting box, and then, you know,
My sister-in-law's
roaches
mother,
go in and they don't come out. What did you say, Mom?
My sister-in-law's mother lived on the remnants, I guess,
It's
of an old
smelly.
farm, and they had a barn, and they had a lot of barn cats, and it seemed like they all got mange because
Oh.
from inbreeding or
Sure.
whatever, I don't know. So they rescued
Well, mange
one.
comes from fleas, I thought. We shared each other's fleas.
Could be, I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, okay.
But they rescued one before it could be, when it was, really tiny.
Did you
And-
drink them?
It's the cutest cat. We had I named it Skitters.
Yeah.
Skitter Bits. We had a contest. Well, this is all rough in between the grandchildren and whatever. As to the name, and Skitter Bits lost. I
Aw.
forget what they named it.
Is this the one that was chewing on my neck?
It went on your neck, yeah.
The little gray one?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I forget what they named it, but about 2 days later, after we got home, my sister-in-law texted me and said, "No, we're going to call it Skitter Bits because that's what it is."
She was like trying to nurse on my neck. I ended up with all these tiny little hickeys all over. Yes, ma'am. Can I help you? Is there anything I could do for you right now? Is that what you're asking? Is this?
I lost track of the. Oh, Virginia Slim said, Mona, my brother-in-law, gets vitamin B injections and on ADHD medicine. I don't know which one. ADHD meds can speed you up as an sure. Oh, okay.
Spell it.
ANVADULT. Adult.
Abundance? Wait, A and B and
AN.
oh, A N.
Yeah, VADULT. His doctor said. I don't know. Sheila.
She probably when she was said unbalanced and then A and U got switched.
I'm sorry, what?
Does it look like unbalanced, but the A and U got switched?
No.
Does it look like? Okay, that's okay.
It doesn't look like anything.
Oh, okay.
Sheila said, Jeri-Ann, have you checked your B12?
Yeah, they checked my. I'm slightly anemic right now, which is par for the course with kidney cancer. That comes and goes, and of course the RDW, and my white cells and red cells are like all over the place because of cancer. But really, all the rest of my blood work is good. Like, it's really weird. I just texted my sister because she was asking. She goes, "How's the rest of your stuff?" And I was like, "Good. I mean, that's the problem. That's why I still have the kidney, because it's still working."
Oh,
Oh, go ahead, Mom. Sorry.
Sylvia asks, have you been getting more storms than usual so far? this year?"
Yes. Like, what's up with that?
More what?
Storms than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nature's
So
on the
crazy.
fritz.
What'd you say?
Nature's on the fritz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mother Nature's going through menopause. She's having hot sweats.
Hot flashes.
The night sweats, I was thinking, because of the rain. I was like,
Hey.
but it just came out wrong.
As long as I don't look outside at nighttime and see a green hue,
Ah,
I'm gonna be fine. Because once that green hue shows up,
Hit the deck.
hit the deck.
Native Americans say the phoenix will be reborn that way.
Oh, okay.
And according to legend, anytime the phoenix appears, yeah, everything gets a switcheroo, change up.
Alright, what you doing?
Virginia Slim said, yes, Ritalin, that's the one they give her brother-in-law for energy.
Yeah.
Jar is here.
Hello.
Sheila Hall said, oh, you just said you do, I wonder if it's enough. I have to get shots of B12. My body can't seem to keep it.
Yeah, I wonder
You
too.
need to go back outside.
Yeah, my friend
I need
had
to go to bed.
shots. I think she, a month
It's like 20 after.
You need to go to bed.
Mona said, when I get there, we're going to use some spoons, so be ready.
Ah,
And it's going to be, he said it's going to need fun. I think she means it's
Yes.
going to be fun.
yes. Well, I will save the Tylenol with codeine until you get here for sure. Cause
Yeah.
forget the spoons. I'm gonna need the drugs.
Virginia Slim said Sheila, I'm sorry, I don't understand this. Oh, Sheila had written SHITS for shots,
Oh,
and Virginia said Sheila, not the,
right. Poop emoji.
yeah. Neil,
That's
Nellie
awesome.
said hello. I thought she was here, Kathy, but anyway, she's waiting.
No, she just showed up.
Okay.
Nellie Hagan?
Yeah. Miss.
Oh. No, Sheila's been here a while, but.
Yeah.
Aaron Anderson said, I thought your back doctor didn't need to see you for a year.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it was the knee, it was the leg guy. So I normally see them together, and when he always says, because I see him first. He only sees patients till like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The spine surgeon only sees patients till 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so I always see him first, and then I end up at the leg doctor. And the leg doctor, he says always, just whenever the leg doctor wants to see you again, we'll make appointments the same day. Problem was, the leg doctor was like, I don't want to see you for a year, so I figured that was the spine guy too, but the spine guy was like, nope, you have to see you in 6 months. And I'm sorry I never updated that on you guys, because I actually thought that this was, came out because of my hip. Like, my hip came out as growing more tumor on my hip, like the tumor is progressing on my hip. It's my hip, but it's not. It's the iliac crest, which is the cute little thing that your hip bone does. The right side, it's growing, there's progression of disease there. So I thought that's when he changed the appointment, and I thought it was because of that, but it wasn't. I noticed afterwards that he wanted to see me in 6 months. I'm blonde. I'm not, I joke that I'm blonde, but I'm really not, because this was not an issue I ever had before. Like, I worked with people all the time and took care of them and took care of my dad and Rob Jim and took care of myself, kind of, when it was my turn. But, yeah, there was never a problem like that. Now I just can't always comprehend things properly. So, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Nellie, no, sorry. What my own mind said, Jim, damn, I didn't even think about it. I
Yeah.
had a long pole and net on the end. It's my pole for grabbing fish. Great
Oh.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then scoot them in a basket.
Yep.
Thing is, cats can jump really high. Where are you going to put them in the meantime, That's a great question. Go ahead, Sam.
Virginia Slim said for a whole year with cancer. I guess it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because in my leg, the leg surgeon put in the oh my god, it's got a name. ORIF, which is the orthopedic something basically the bar and the plate on the outside, and there's been no changes orthopedically. So I can work, I can move on it, I could drop it like it's hot. My back doesn't want me to drop it like it's hot, but my legs work that way. So yeah, there's no changes over the course of the last 2 years, so he's just like, we'll make it 1 year now.
Celia Garcia says, Jim, you are funny asking Oreo if she drank your drink.
Yes.
Virginia Slims wrote, as an adult, no V. I do not know what that means.
No V?
No V.
Uh,
Nellie likes your shirt, Jim.
Yep.
Avocado and Banana said, hi, Jim. Hope you're taking care of yourself first and your mom. Well, I pretty much take care of myself.
Yes.
Except for cooking. Never was very good at that. And he makes the best egg sandwiches for breakfast.
Learned it at the deli, right, babies?
Yep.
So that's my daily breakfast most of the time. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I pretty much take care of myself, although I do have a few things that I need help with, like closing the vents in my room because it's freezing, that kind of thing. Okay, the Aaron Anderson said, you want more radical treatment, but you opt out of treatment, physical therapy, etc. You won't get accepted into a study if you do nothing the medical team says.
What? Who is Aaron Anderson?
I don't know.
You.
Aaron
Oh.
Anderson.
No,
A newbie.
none of that's correct. First of all, radical treatment will only do is affect my life. I don't want long-term radical treatment, so I can't. If they put me on immunotherapy again, it'll be a different one. But I had such a bad reaction to it last time. They really don't want to do that again, which is the first line for kidney cancer is a combination of oral chemotherapy and immunotherapy. That's the first line they go to these days. The immunotherapy, I had such a negative reaction with all the skin issues and other issues, the mouth issues and stuff, that they don't want to put me on that again, but there are other immunotherapies we could try if we want to. The oral medication was working, the first one was working, but the doctor said the more you take it with breaks, the less it'll work. So we know that Cabo is in the holster if we needed it, kind of thing. But what we were talking about before is right now the disease isn't progressing much. So it's like about quality of life, because literally I haven't had much life for the last 2.5 years. I mean, before I started this last treatment, things were really great, and I probably should have just shut my mouth and just been like, you know what, doc, you're right. There is no progression this last 11 months. Let's just enjoy the rest of this and let the back heal and all those things. So, but I'm stubborn, and I wanted to keep fighting, because that's the nature of being a Gen Xer. You know, you just rub some dirt on it and keep going. I could just be treatment the rest of my life, and probably the chemotherapy would probably kill me in the end anyway. Or I could just sit and enjoy the time that I have right now. You know, I got off of it because we were intending on moving in this season, or preparing to move in this season. And before this chemotherapy kicked my butt, that's what we were going to be doing. You know, I was taking a break so that we can pack up the house and do other things. And it kicked my butt to the point where I just really don't have any energy to do anything except sit there and help with my voice, or pack a box, or wrap something. What was the second part of the question, or the comment?
It was way back here.
If you don't mind, I'm sorry. I don't want to do
What was the
anything
first part?
that I don't. Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Medical treatment, but you opt out of treatment. You won't get accepted into a study if you
Oh.
do nothing.
That part, actually, that's not true. So studies go by very specific parameters. So actually, a lot of studies will only take you, more studies will only take you if you haven't received any treatment yet. Some will only take you if you've received immunotherapy and it didn't work, or if chemotherapy didn't work. Studies are very specific. There's actually a study that has nothing to do with what kind of medication at all. It's a family study they're doing in New York, where they test you and your other, like your siblings, your immediate siblings, and they all get, it's like a genetic, they're trying to look for genetic markers. Mom, you can cough regular. Remember, there's no microphone. Yeah, just cough it out, baby. Mom usually like tries to quiet cough when she's got the microphone right there, but I was like, cough it away. So there's that study. But really, other than you presuming certain things, that's not true. So studies have nothing to do with treatment necessarily. It depends on the study. So, is that everything? Did I address that whole comment? It went away again? Okay.
I hope so. There was a good bit of chat there. It seems like Aaron Anderson is just causing trouble.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna skip those comments altogether. And then they were talking
Well,
about
if there are questions that need to be answered, I don't have a problem. Like that last one, I don't have a problem answering. I mean, she assumed a lot. She pushed, she tried to push a lot of buttons, but I'll just clarify it, that's what I like to do.
This one that I skipped over said, Sally and Jim, you're not buying the stuff she's selling, are you? She knows everything, but actually is lying about everything.
Oh, well, that's nonsense. So,
Yeah,
that,
so-
Excuse you?
Okay.
How would you know anything
Yeah.
about anything that goes on in this house after this camera goes off?
Comments have been made that she's lying about her doctor's appointments or her,
I don't know what to say.
you know,
Nothing I can do about that. You don't believe me, you don't believe me. That's up to you, not me.
Mona asked, Jim, Dad said to ask you, is there any kind of Louisiana food you'd like to try? Well, I know one thing I want from Louisiana, beignets.
Yeah, beignets.
That's why she didn't ask you. She might have known that already.
Okay.
Um,
Or is it a given? Everybody wants it.
Yes, everybody wants beignets.
yeah, everybody wants beignets from
Gumbo.
Louisiana. I was thinking about gumbo. I was thinking about gumbo.
I'm trying to find like the place where the thing goes from like really expensive to really cheap, like on the same page. But
Oh.
the two microphones go up to like $80 too. But it's sort of funny.
Let's see what else. Jim, were you able to do any self-care this week?
Yes,
We'll be able to be a better partner to Jerry if you do.
I am trying. That's part of what I've been trying to do is learn as much as I can. So not only can take care of myself better and be able to take care of everybody else in the house, including this four-legged mutt.
Mona said, I got Jerry and Sally covered, and that's before we even talked about it. Okay. Nellie said, geez, Jerry, LOL, I can't even drop it like it's hot. I'm jealous, haha.
Man, I actually was looking at pictures. We were, we were just looking through old pictures for a friend's project, and I was looking at pictures of the last time I danced at a party. Obviously, the last time I danced was at the concert, but the last time I danced at a party was my cousin's Sweet 16. And I was looking at pictures of me dancing on them. I guess Jimmy took them with my camera because they're pictures of me dancing at Sarah's Sweet 16 on the dance floor because there's like tons of pictures of me like out there. I don't know who took them. I assume it was you. I just assumed it was you.
I don't recall.
So I was like, man, like I don't just dance. I dance all over the place. I do like I would say violent isn't the word, active. Lay down, baby, down.
Lay down.
Oh, no, she's between your legs though? She's okay, not
She's
pushing
got
on
one. She's got one in between my legs.
you? The other one on you? Do
Now she got both of them.
you want the pillow, babe? You can put the pillow on your lap?
Just
Oh, there
trying
you
to
go.
get her to.
There you go. Good job, Mama.
Settle.
There you go. That's my daddy, right? This way, yeah, that was drop it like it's hot, so that's all.
Oh, okay. Tidbit said, Mona, I'm so excited to see you and your dad. Yeah.
Yes.
Sheila asked if you got her PayPal.
I didn't, it wasn't there when I looked before, but I will look again, honey, okay? I'm sorry.
Avocado said, sorry, I didn't mean couldn't take care of yourself. It
Oh,
was
you.
concern from Jim's live the other night, concerned about
Yeah.
you and Jim.
Yeah.
Mona said they're looking forward to it.
To what?
Yes.
The trip.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yes.
I'm very
Um,
excited.
Nellie said, Mona, I'm excited about you two delivering the camper too. Mona said, Nellie, us too. What my oh my said, Jeri-Ann, since no one knows life's time, if there is no cure, why not live the rest of your life instead of poisoning your body?
I know. That's what the doctor said. And honestly, I feel like, okay, so the real thing is, I'm not gonna lie, the real thing is, this tumor on my leg laid me up for what I feel like is still going on, or maybe not, maybe like a year ago. So like laid me up for like 2 years, and I don't want to do that. I don't want that to have happen again. That's the thing. Like the tumor in my spine. If I don't continue to get treatment, will it grow more? Will it crack more? Will it become more painful? So that's the kind of thing. That's when he talks about quality versus quantity. Like, if I am debilitated in a wheelchair because my spine tumor fractured more, that's not going to be really good quality of life. So it's a very weird, delicate balance. It's not a delicate balance for everybody. Some people it's like black and white. It's either like, I've got it and it's going to kill me tomorrow, or like some people don't. But this particular type, again, I'm a unicorn. Every time I go to the doctor, I'm like, don't forget I'm a unicorn, because he's like, he goes, this doesn't help, it's not really for kidney cancer patients. I'm like, don't forget I'm a unicorn. You want to treat me like a unicorn. So, yeah, so he's, that's why. I would love to be able to have the rest of my life, but I really need to, like, whatever's going on now, I need to get some energy back. I need to get some life back. So I don't think I could live the rest of my life like this. It's very depressing to not be able to do much of anything for yourself, and that's the part that sucks.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Nellie said, Jim, did you put Ori on a trance? She's being so calm.
She's ready for her nap.
She's beyond her nap, and so
Yeah,
she's
I
just kind
know.
of.
And we keep saying nap. I'm sorry. You want to go see Peas in a Crib?
Want to go take a nap?
Want to go see Peas in a Crib? Huh?
Yeah, what my oh my said, I've seen a lot of people who get no cure, nothing, if the doctors give them treatment. Then they say, what the heck am I doing myself?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, okay, you're
Exactly.
getting too heavy against me and on
There's
me.
a woman on social media. Her name is Katie Kicks Cancer. She had a very rare type of kidney cancer that the National Institute of Health, basically the NIH, treated her for, and took out all of her cancer with surgery. They ablazed. She had tumors in her liver, besides her kidney. So she had a nephrectomy, which is what they call a fancy word for taking your kidney out. And then she had her tumors in her liver ablazed, which they were able to keep her liver instead of giving her entire liver transplant, but they just fried up all the. I'm always like with onions.
What?
They fried up her tumors in her liver. Like ablation is basically like
Yeah.
So I was always joking like, did they use onions with that when they fried your liver? And she's fantastic. She's got no evidence of disease, which they would consider remission. She is still educating. She's still speaking. She had just gotten married, and they were ready to have like babies and stuff. And now, that's a whole journey that she really can't have babies because of everything she's put her body through. She was on Cabomedics too, and she's the one who taught me about all the things to do on Cabo when I first got diagnosed. She was actually in the middle of her journey when I first got diagnosed.
You're too heavy for that.
Was just starting to see the NIH, so she still had a kidney at the time. She still had her liver at the time. So she went to MD Anderson. She lived in Utah. She went to MD Anderson first, and that's when she got onto the study, and NIH picked her up. So, and then they paid to fly her out there and all that stuff to get all those treatments and stuff, so she could be like a study. She is her own study. And because her cancer, her particular type of cancer is genetic, that's why they chose not to have children of their own. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So
my
yeah.
oh my said, Mona Honecker, bring all the food. Hardy, food fight.
I think, and I'm not saying this is what should happen, but this is what could happen. I kind of feel like Tidbits of My Life can get to Mona's house for the road trip, and they all could come here. I'm just saying. That could happen.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Mona asked if you like spicy food, Jim.
I do to a certain point.
Yes.
I mean,
Not, yeah. Like
I can-
General Tso's chicken, how's that?
General Tso's chicken, Mongolian beef.
But not anything with hot sauce on it, right? I mean, you don't really put hot sauce on
No
it.
ghost peppers. No ghost
No,
peppers.
but even hot sauce. Like, you use mild taco sauce. You don't even use hot.
Yeah,
Just
true.
because he doesn't really like to make his tongue numb. But he likes to make his sinuses open.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Virginia's son said
Baby.
some really good gumbo cornbread pastries.
Mm.
Yes. Gumbo with a good chunk of cornbread.
I'll just take cornbread.
I'll make the cornbread.
Yes, make your pudding cornbread or whatever, however you want to describe it. She made the best cornbread for Easter.
Basically, we took cornbread mix and cream of corn, and we drained out the kernels for the cream of corn. So all we had was the cream, and mixed that together in the cornbread, and
Well,
my
other than
goodness.
the bits of corn, Mom liked the original recipe too, which is
Yeah.
easier. The original recipe is just you add a can of corn to
Yeah.
basically Jiffy corn mix. I usually reduce the milk, or sometimes I don't even put in milk at all. It depends on how creamy the cream corn is. And if you guys know, there's no cream in cream corn. It's just ground corn. The ground whole kernel corn, and that's what happens when you grind it or you grate it. Really, it just becomes. Oh, you didn't know that either? Mom, you knew that?
No, I just thought there was
Oh.
some kind of a little creamy.
Oh no. It's just that's what it basically. You take it across a grater. There's a corn creamer.
And
It's a
there's
special.
milk and cream and tomatoes.
Yeah, right. Exactly. The word cream as versus creamed. It's creamed corn, right?
Okay.
I don't know. It depends on who's writing it on the label. But anyway, so I usually just do like the can of creamed corn. But when I made it at Christmas, Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Mom was like, it was good except the little pieces of corn in there. So I said to Jim, I'm like, how about we took 2 cans and we ran them through the sieve, and we got all of the creamed corn, but none of the little kernels left.
Yeah.
So then I added that instead of the 1 can. And unfortunately, the can got thrown out. Sorry, Oreo. I was saving it for you and everything. Because it was all cornbread.
Yes, cornbread and honey.
Only
And then you
For some
put it in
reason.
a cast iron skillet you put a stick of butter in a cast iron skillet in the oven, so you get that hot and going until that's melted. Then you pour in the cornbread mixture. And then 5 minutes before it's done, you baste it with butter on top. Now, what I used to do, which I don't find necessary anymore, is I used to also baste it with cornbread and sprinkle sugar on top.
it
But-
was good, but
yeah,
you're right.
Didn't
it's
eat it
not-
yet.
But it didn't bake all the way.
You're
through.
not
No,
listening.
so
We
what
call it
happened?
cream corn, cornbread.
So at Easter, it was like
bread pudding.
a cornbread pudding because what I couldn't remember, this was only the second time making it in the cast iron skillet. I saw a lady do it on Stand By Your Pan is the name of her little TikTok handle. And she goes, stand by your pan. She's really cute. But she's the one that said, oh, make it in the cast iron skillet. And I was like, duh, how come I've never done that? Well, apparently I did it at Christmas in the 12-inch skillet, and I couldn't remember. So I did it at Easter in the 10-inch skillet, so it took a lot longer to bake. So basically we didn't have enough time. Food was all done, and we're waiting on the cornbread.
Yeah.
I know, she's like, she's
Um,
not really, but she's close. Oh, you go
Yeah.
sleep in a crib?
Sheila said, tidbits, do you live close to the Hendersons? If so, that's wonderful. Where
No.
do we
Hi,
live?
Ethel.
If she wants to tell everybody where she lives, she can, but I don't
Yeah.
have to tell everybody where she lives. Want to go put it down, baby?
Virginia
Since she really is?
Slim said you didn't dance at your wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My
Yeah.
wedding was it right before. What do you mean? Wait, I'm confused.
You said the last time you danced, so.
Yeah, the last time I danced was at Sweet 16 in 2012, 2011.
Yeah, they danced.
Come on,
at your
baby.
wedding.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Oreo.
Go ahead, go with Daddy. Daddy's gonna
Melanie
give you a treat
asked-
to go see us, okay?
Mona-
Want a cookie?
Your treat.
Go get a cookie. You know we call the milk bones cookies, right? Hon?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go. Daddy can get you a cookie. Just rattle some plastic. She thinks it's coming out of somewhere else. Okay, you wanna go with Daddy give you a cookie? Go ahead, go, sweetie. Oh, this poor baby. She's so sick. I already get him caught. I can't. No energy to get off the couch, Mom. I'm sorry.
Nellie asked Mona if she and her dad are going to spend some time in Missouri sightseeing or just leaving the same day they deliver the camper.
They're gonna be staying a couple of days, but not sightseeing. I think we're gonna just visit. I think we're gonna go shopping, and
Yeah.
Mona wants to go to the Dollar Tree. You know, within 30 minutes, got a lot of them. You know, like just saying.
What?
there's a Dollar Tree and
Oh, yeah.
There's one there's one in Cuba. There's one in St. James. There's one here. Actually, in St. James, it's a Dollar Tree,
There's one in
Family Dollar.
Owensville, there's one.
Right, there's one, and then like we go farther, there's one in
Yeah, sure.
Waynesville, St. Robert, not Waynesville, just St. Robert. I'm sorry.
So you're gonna make a tour of the Dollar Tree?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The best one around here is actually in St. Louis. It's in Kirkwood by Aunt Sue. It's gorgeous and it's huge. It's like the nicest Dollar Tree that I've seen so far. It's pretty new too. That's the one, you know, by the Target and Walmart there by the Dunkin' Donuts. The one with the Dunkin' Donuts we always go. It's in front of the Target and Walmart.
Yeah.
Across the street is a Dollar Tree with Aldi. They put the new Aldi there and the Dollar Tree next door. It's really big. It's nice. It used to be a Hobby Lobby, or no, not a Hobby Lobby. Yeah, a Hobby Lobby, right? I don't know. One of
I don't
those.
know, I'm trying to find.
Sorry.
What he was referring to, evidently a. I'm not too sure. What, I forgot, what my oh my said, tidbits of my life, don't get too excited. You haven't seen them yet. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Mona said they'd be staying a few days.
Oh yeah.
As Jar said, my house is all sick in bed today.
Aw.
They get better, I mean, after it's not.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know if it's the internet or the Amazon, but I got stuck on a spinning wheel of death trying to get from two microphones.
I wonder if
to
there's too many
devices.
devices.
My cozy nest with Rebecca.
Hi.
Is a hello.
Haven't seen you in a minute.
Um,
She hurt herself.
Nellie asked.
Mom.
Hmm?
She hurt herself. She had an accident. She's been out almost 2
Has
years.
she?
My cozy nest with
Oh.
Rebecca.
Oh, okay.
We're glad she's on the road to
Yes,
recovery,
Yes, hope so.
but we missed her. So I was joking, like, where you been? Because
Yeah.
I
and
was gonna
she's-
let her
yeah, the
tell
name
you
is
guys, but I
unfamiliar
figured
to
I
me.
would.
Yeah, unfamiliar to me. Nellie asked how Oriole's veterinarian appointment went.
It's not until Tuesday, so we couldn't get her in until Tuesday. So we'll let you know.
Nellie said Oriole loves her daddy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. To the point of being a pain in the butt.
Ay.
Tidbits, I must have lost the strand here. Thread, I think it's called. Said, what my oh my, they would be super disappointed. I think it will all work out.
What is she gonna be disappointed for?
I don't know.
I don't know what
I-
expectations
okay.
she thinks she has. That's a great question.
Mona said we are bringing some boudin? Boudin?
Boudin.
Boudin.
That's a sausage.
Okay.
So and not only it's like a sausage combo thing, but they put it in kolaches in Texas.
Oh, okay. Sorry. When we're saying cornbread, yum. My cozy nest said if you add a can of cream corn to your pancake mix, you will be addicted.
Oh, I'm sure. Wouldn't that be like corn cakes or flapjacks or Johnny cakes? Johnny cakes is what corn. I thought it had corn in it.
Corn cakes, yeah. Let's see. She'll ask Jim when you're doing the live again.
You
Possibly
scheduled it
later on
right?
tonight.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't mean to talk on top of you, but I think that's when you schedule it every other day, and it would be tonight,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah.
what I meant.
Ethel Reed is here.
Ah, you made it. You made it. You made it.
Virginia Slim said we grate the corn, add some cream, butter, salt, and pepper, and cook till thick as you want. That's how we make cream corn.
Really? Well, cream corn from the can is just ground up corn. Not ground up corn. It's, like I said, grated corn.
What my own I said, shepherd's pie, you have 1 can whole corn and 1 can cream style corn. I used to take the whole corn and put it in a small food processor. It becomes cream style corn. Shepherd's pie is something.
Depending on
Who makes it? What it's made of?
yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of shepherd pie with like shredded beef, some sort of like heavy cream. I don't know if it was corn, but it was
What kind of vegetables in it? And then
yeah,
mashed potatoes.
carrots and
Yeah,
top of
it's
mashed
supposed to be
potatoes.
carrot. It's supposed to be carrot, celery, and peas, and sometimes onion, depending on who's baking it. What part of Ireland are you from? But here's the thing you have to remember: shepherd's pie is supposed to be lamb. Otherwise, it's called cottage pie.
Yeah.
Make it with beef. Yeah. I would like to show everybody this really quick. The only one that Amazon has with 3 microphones on it. There's 4 microphones on it. It's $209. And the one right under it is 2 microphones. Well, hold on, not right under it, because right under it's like an adaptive process thing. But the one right under it that's 2 microphones is the most expensive 2 microphone one is $199. So I just want to show you, like, this is, you know, that's the choices. You know, it's not, it's slim pickings, basically.
You're slim
Um,
pickings.
I wish. He made a lot of money.
When I was in high school,
Sorry.
we would have shepherd's pie, and basically all it was mound mashed potatoes with chunked beef or shredded beef, if you want to say, and gravy.
Yeah.
So,
God love the cafeteria, school cafeterias,
Yeah.
right?
when I was offered shepherd's pie, I thought, oh, okay, fine. No, no,
Now with all those things in it.
not at all. Let's see. Mona said, "What my oh my, they definitely can get excited. We will be there. We are.
Oh, I thought she was telling her not to get excited for us. Like, you know, like we're just normal people. Don't get too excited. We're just normal people or whatever. I really didn't know what she meant by it. That's what I thought.
I have to go back sometimes and try to find.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Charges.
Here. You sit up and take the charger.
okay. Virginia Slim said,
Oh.
Rebecca, we do that and add honey on
You too
top.
comfortable, sit up.
Kids like to roll them
Well, here.
to eat outside.
Really?
I
That
figured
sounds
they're
different.
some kind of a cornbread thing.
Yeah, like almost like a hush puppy, but like corn bowls. Corn
Oh,
balls.
I've eaten
Corn
those.
balls. Corn balls?
Basically, they take some sort of like, I don't know if it's Jiffy
What are we talking about?
corn balls.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I just want to be on the same page, hon, because I'm
Yeah.
like, you can use that while it's plugged in.
I know.
Oh. Mom's doing comments and you're okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Basically, the cornball I had was basically like some sort of Jiffy, cornbread type mix with corn in it that were basically deep fried,
Like a fritter? Like
Yeah.
corn fritters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like a corn fritter.
So basically, all the difference between that and a hush puppy is it's not fried after a fish.
Right.
It's just fried. Like a hush puppy is fried in fish flavored oil because it's fried the fish first. you know?
Right.
My fried pie got so many different tastes in it. Ellie Hagan said, Jerry loved the Snoopy throw on the couch.
Oh, thanks. I wish I could find a replacement for it because it's
Got holes.
well, it does, but also we could use a couple of them. It's really long. It's like a really long throw, 72 inches, I think. So it's like 6 feet long, and it just makes a really nice throw when you want to get your feet and your shoulders covered.
What my oh my, said Mona, it's good to be excited, just be careful health-wise. Love is in the air. What? Love is in the air. Sheila said, if you decide not to get the 3-piece mic since this seems to be working well, you can use my donation for extra food while Mona and her dad.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You really guys don't have to do that. I know Jim was joking about it, but really didn't have to do that. But I would save it up for the microphone. Because I don't really, like now I'm tired from yelling. I know it sounds stupid.
Yeah. Of course, it's a little
But the
raw.
same thing happens when I'm on the phone with my family. My family's so loud. And when I talk so loudly, I'm like, oh, I'm tired of talk. Like, I get a headache, like, just to keep up. You know, my sister Jane, I called my sister Jane the other night and
Oh,
got her just at the end of her crocheting, but before she started her medication ritual. And by that I mean her drinking. So it was really funny. We were talking for like an hour or so,
at least.
and I said, she goes, I'm not too drunk. I remember who you are. You're my sister Jeri-Ann. I said, okay. What's my middle name? And that was a joke because all of my sisters have the same middle name except my sister Kathleen, who was a stillborn. So we're all have the same middle name. So I said, all right, if you can remember my confirmation name, then you can stay on the phone. And she goes, okay, hold on. She's like, wait. She's like, okay. It's not Veronica. She's like, Veronica, that's Julie. Julie's Veronica. She goes, I'm Kathleen. So she's like, oh, okay. And I said, well, what's Alicia? She goes, and me just curious, like, I realized I don't remember Alicia's either. So she's like, I remember Alicia's. She goes, I don't remember yours. She goes, what is yours? I said, Kathleen. She goes, bye. I said, Kathleen, same as yours. She goes, bye. Good night. She forgot entirely that I picked her confirmation name. That was really funny, so I just thought it was funny. And I was like, bye, Jane. Have a good night, sweet. And then I always remind myself, like, text tomorrow. I set a reminder. To text Jane and ask her about what she meant by this. And she said, what she had said was, I've always been lazy when it comes to doing stuff myself. And I said, what did that mean? Like, so here's what I've learned and what it means. I was lazy growing up, and I didn't know it. I thought it was a whole, like, I'm the baby that got washed away with the bathwater type of situation. I got left behind, and I just didn't care. But I come to find out that is a huge symptom of ADHD. Self-care, not doing self-care tasks, huge when it comes to ADHD. So I've always asked my sisters, like, how did you get into the habit of taking a shower every day? And how did you get in the habit of brushing your teeth every day? And how did you get in the habit of doing this and brushing your hair? I didn't start brushing my own hair until I was 10 because it just wasn't, like, I brushed it, but I didn't brush it every day and I didn't take care of it. So I said, how did you get into these habits or whatever? And she was like, oh, yeah, but just like, oh, so-and-so, my friend and this and that. My parents had no teeth. My mother had a plate. All of her teeth fell out whole because of her gums. And my father had teeth like me, except he had no teeth. He had where it was really, really strong teeth, but really strong gums, but weak teeth, so the teeth would like break, and I have to get root canals and pull its roots out and stuff. So my parents were never into like oral care. They didn't remind us every day to take. Oh, sorry. They didn't remind us every day to like go brush your teeth before bed, or because we didn't even have a bedtime. I didn't have a bedtime. I slept in the living room, so it's like there was no kind of like consistency. And if I had the ADHD and I had some sort of consistency, it would work because routines, ADHD people like routines. But the fact that I didn't have any consistency was kind of like whatever. So I've always asked her, how did you get into these habits? And she would say, my cousin, my friend, I slept over her house, this, that, and the other thing, and all these things. People actually helped her. And then she helped my sisters. So when I called her back the next day, I said, you said this. What exactly did you mean by that? And she goes, oh, no. She's like, you always just take care of everybody else first. I said, oh, okay. I was actually thinking it was the other thing, and I was going to tell you why. And then I explained the ADHD thing to her. And I said, I always, because that's the thing that I got from school teachers. And that's one of the things I think that makes me nuts about people calling me lazy, is because that's what I heard all of the time growing up. She's so lazy, she doesn't do her homework. She does great tests, she does all of her classwork, but she's too lazy to do her homework. And it truly wasn't the case. First of all, I know now it was ADHD. I had no calm, quiet, thoughtful place to do my homework in my house. It was a madhouse, my house, up until we moved. No, not really. Until my father passed away. But that was a big obstacle, having no quiet place to do my homework. And then I said to my sister Jane, I said, where did you do your homework? She said, either on the bus on the way home or last period at study hall. So why don't you teach me that when I was in school? That would have been helpful. So it's like those kinds of things. I mean, I would have hundreds on tests and 0 on homework. So I would end up with like a 69, just barely passing grade. That's why I got kicked out of the honors program, because you had to have a certain grade to stay in the honors program. So I stayed in the honors program for 7th grade, and I got kicked out in 8th grade. I was in the average classes. And it's also why I got kicked out of GT, because you had to have a certain grade. You had to be in honors classes in middle school, junior high school. It was when we were in school to stay in GT in junior high school. So
What is GT?
it's a gifted and talented program.
Oh.
So basically, they see something in you.
Mhm.
For me, it was boredom in classroom. No joke. I had no patience. Ooh, ooh, ooh! This is plugged in. Careful. I had no patience for kids who had to have 2 plus 2 repeated to them 17 times, and not 2 plus 2, whatever it was. You know,
That's
she just
right.
explained it. She just told it to you, like whatever. And I'm getting so tired or bored or whatever.
That's why I almost failed French.
Oh,
The
'cause it's
first,
like,
the first year, the teacher had actually studied in France,
yeah.
and it went smoothly. We had something like 16 lessons or something. I did in a year. We also had a language lab. And I'll explain that if you don't know what it is.
Mhm.
But the second year, I don't think the teacher left St. Louis. And his big thing was to have everybody in the class. The lessons were like conversation between two people. So 2 by 2, go up in front of the class and do the conversation back and forth. Well, good God, how many, you've got 20 people, probably 30 people in the class. It gets boring.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like to read. I was in the class. Got caught a few times, sent to the principal's office. But still, I mean,
Yeah.
we only went through half of what we had gone through the year before.
Yeah.
So,
At GT, we did a lot of really amazing things that I still remember to this day. Word puzzles, logic puzzles, even embroidery. When I was started in 3rd grade, and we started doing, we each made a sampler,
Mhm.
embroidery sampler. You know, we learned all the stitches. I actually had mine for a very long time, but they only gave us the opportunity to mount it with construction paper, so it didn't last very long. But had I, my parents, if my house was different, my parents probably still would have kept it. But yeah, so it just, we put on a production of Alice in Wonderland in 1980. So I guess that was 1982. So that was 6th grade to 7th grade. Like I guess 6th grade. So and then in 4th grade we did a show. We each had to pick a person that was famous, and we did a book report, and then we actually put on a performance. And I picked Annie Oakley, and I sang "Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better" from Annie Get Your Gun. And I wore a fringed vest that my mom got from her friend, a kind of cowboy hat, maybe. My mom made the fringed boot things that went over my hush puppy, so it looked like I had on fringed boots.
Mhm.
She made them out of felt. And I had on a plaid shirt, and my buttons were open, and when I went out there, and I was able to bring my dad's 2-barrel shotgun to work. Double-barrel shotgun to work, yeah, because, to school, in 4th grade. It's a different time.
Yeah.
So I started singing "Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better." My buttons were open. My brothers and sisters were hysterical laughing at me. Everybody was laughing at me. I started to laugh. Then I was the big laugh sensation of the entire show, which really upset this kid that I went to school with, who was 2 years older than me, who was the class clown and actually in GT, and he was going to do King Tut, and he was going to do Steve Barnes' King Tut. So he was supposed to be the showstopper, but I was the showstopper. But anyway, it's just really funny. Like, that's memories I have. Those are things that we did that were, like, extra. We went on extra class trips. We went to off-Broadway shows. We went to museums. Just things that the other kids didn't get to do. Which I'm not bragging about at all. But we were able to come out of the classroom for a couple hours a week and still pass on grades and stuff. Still
Love
pass on
those
classes
field
and stuff.
trips. Love those field trips.
Yeah.
All right, can I go on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was it. No,
No,
that was
I
it.
don't want to interrupt you.
No, that was it.
Jim has said hopefully getting Oriole's nails trimmed while they're for her paw. Would there be a reason you couldn't get them cut while there?
Oh, no. He said hopefully, just that's the word he chose. But she's scheduled to have them cut. I guess if they do something to her paw that prevents them from cutting her nails, I doubt it, but, like, if they had to put her in a cast or something, I doubt they'd have to do that, but I guess anything's possible.
Yeah.
But that's the plan. The plan is to get her nails cut professionally from the vet lady.
Virginia Slim said, I bought grandkids microphones from Timu or Shine. They have a YouTube channel on gaming. Microphones work great. They
Oh,
were
cool.
$3 for $42. So
Three
you
for
might
$42 on Shein or
Shine
which?
or
Well, it's
Temu.
called Shein. Cheine or is she spelling Shine?
Shein.
Yeah, that's Shein. That's how you say that.
Okay, I was
And Temu.
using the German.
Okay, I could look. I can look. I never saw them. You can't always, honestly, no offense, you can't really always trust that stuff, period, because, and $42 on Shein is like $200 on Amazon, so that works out perfectly for the math. But I will definitely look into that. That's good to know. I have those apps on my phone. I don't have them on my tablet because there's no room on my tablet. But I will look when we're all done.
Bonus said I think we have food covered.
I think food's covered. Yes, thank you. Thank you anyway. But yes, I think food's covered. She meant for us to get stuff to make for them to eat, like to feed them. That's what she meant. Yeah.
You don't? Okay. Chatty Hag said,
Who?
Chatty Hag,
Oh. Okay.
love being the babysitter, but would love some sisters. Jeri-Ann, you're blessed to have them.
Oh yes.
My third cookie.
I am. So I do. I tell you guys a lot, or I've told you before. The reason that Sharon and Lisa and I really connect is that we're all kind of like black sheep in our family, like misfits. Lisa is the youngest of, like, she's the only child from her parents' marriage, and her older siblings are like 13 to 20 years older than her. I am the youngest girl, but because my sister was a stillborn before me, my sisters are 5, 4, and 3 years older than me. So they were all like in school together and everything, and I was like later. Plus I'm blonde. No, and also Sharon was the only, like, she doesn't fit. Like, all of her 3 sisters are like almost clones of each other, and Sharon's like not the outcast, but basically the black sheep, like, basically. And not that we're excommunicated from our families or anything like that. We still have great sibling relationships. They're just different than they have with each other. So that's one of the things that matches. Like, my sisters still, like, I feel like they can talk to me like I'm the baby still. And I understand that I am, again, but I'm not, because I'm 53 years old and I'm not a baby. I think things really changed, like, not only when my brother was born, after my brother was born, whatever, but when I started working and they were all like housewives, I think things changed a little bit. They kind of started to treat me a little bit more like a grown-up. But then, like, when, like, when this person got sick, they would, like, try to shelter me from it, or if that thing happened, they try to protect me from it and those types of things. But, there's no need for that. But I am very lucky to have my siblings, sisters especially. And I get to call my sister Jane all the time, and I'm like, Jane, because there's 5 years between us. And I said to her the other day, I was like, you have memories that I don't have. Like, she has memories of my mother being a housewife, because my mother was a good housekeeper, and she only had 4 kids at the time, and she was able to keep house, and the 3 kids were little, but she was still able to keep a nice house. I've seen pictures. But then when I was born, I was about 3 months old when my mom took in my cousins. So in a very short period of time, my mother went from having 4 kids to having 7 kids. And then my nan moved in, so it went from having 6 people in the family to having 10 people in the family. So it was a big change. So then, like, I don't remember my house being clean unless it was a holiday, and I don't remember my house being my floors being mopped and stuff like that. So we have a very different memory. And the other thing that she remembers, and I said to her, we were just talking the other day, she remembers what the cousins that came to stay with us, they came when I was a baby. So when they left when I was 7, I was kind of traumatized, because they grew up like my siblings, even though they were cousins. They were my siblings. And then all of a sudden they were gone. They went to go live with their dad. But she remembers not only what the house was like before that, but she remembers what their life was like before that, before they moved in. So we had a really great conversation about that, and that's another thing. So growing up with siblings, and then cousins that are like siblings, and growing up living close to other extended family members, it makes a huge difference. I'm very blessed to have such a big family. Not gonna lie, I love it. But I also like my solitude, being out here in the middle of nowhere. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. That's a big fat, huge lie. But anyhow, go ahead. Sorry.
137.
Okay.
The next one is, to me, have I found a good alternative to the puppy music? I know you said it was stressful for you. Actually, no alternative needed. I love the quiet. So Jerry has been closing the door or
Yeah.
turning it off when Oreo is up, and that's great.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't need any alternative.
Yeah, I felt really bad about that because I didn't know it was stressing her out, first of all. Second of all, I was trying to have Jim keep the door propped open just enough so Oreo can get her nose in there and open the door. But then he kept, like, just opening the door. Like, why are you leaving the door wide open? You know, it's also like we don't want the breathing treatment to go out into the living room more, the smoke to come into the bedroom more, and the dog, like, whatever. If she's barking in my room and the door is just open that much, you guys won't hear it as sharp as if she's barking and the door's wide open. But the puppy music too, that's another thing. I kind of wish we had a second remote for that TV, not gonna lie. Like one for both sides of the bed. Because, you know, there's a lot of
I
tricks.
can see the fights there.
I get,
Oh, this way. Oh, that one. Oh, it's up to the
there's a
left.
lot of tricks for hanging them between the like on the headboard or behind your headboard. We don't really have, there's a window behind our headboard goes up to the window, so there's like there's no cute place to keep it there. So, yeah, her mom, sorry.
She said she has to leave. She has yard work calling my name.
Oh, goodness.
Jim, you seem relaxed. Hope things only get better for the three of you.
Thank you.
Nellie said, Jim, you look like Jerry should be feeding you grapes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was laying down.
Feeding you with a palm leaf. She also
Grapes are
said-
balls of sugar. We don't keep them in the house. No, I'm kidding. We do have grapes, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to make salad.
And I was about to say we gotta use them before they start going.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to have the whole. We can just leave a cup. Actually, you can freeze grapes. Do you know that? They freeze really well. Okay.
Nellie said, so wonderful to see Henson smiling and laughing. Anastasia, it seems to be a misunderstanding.
Oh, okay.
No.
Let's see.
So one thing that YouTube has changed while Mom's looking for a comment is that you really have difficulty on all devices, platforms, and those types of things to look at the original chat. You used to be able to look at the original chat while the video was going, and it's some of the devices don't allow that. You can't even find it anymore. So people come in the follow-up chat. They come in the follow-up chat and they're a little confused. One of the reasons I always ask Jim to read the question instead of just blotting the answer out is that people can have context. Like context that's in his face and his eyes isn't context for the answer. Like, what is he answering, So I've had some people come and I've been answering comments because another thing that they stopped, which is weird, is only for the vlog channel, because it doesn't have the volume that the main channel does, I would receive emails from YouTube when I would get a comment on one of my videos. And they stopped doing that for a long time, and I don't know why. I didn't block it, I didn't turn it off, they just stopped. So I started getting them again, and it's much easier to zoom into an email. I can zoom into the email and look at the whole comment. I can't zoom into YouTube, or I can't zoom into the YouTube Studio app to read the comment. So I'm like, oh, I can finally answer comments, because there's even a reply button there that I just hit reply and I start typing. So I've been replying to some people in the comments. And I've had two people that kind of came in like full force, and one of them just kept coming in no matter what I said. They tried to have a decent conversation, tried to figure out what they were trying to ask me. And they just kept like badgering, whatever. Okay, you obviously don't look like you want an answer. You just want to keep going, so go. And the other lady was like apologetic. Thank you for answering. She actually even gave me a super chat, like a $9.99 super chat. So just for like answering her question, I was like, you don't have to thank me for answering your question. I said, I'm just grateful that this option is available again, because it wasn't for so long, and I don't know why. So yeah, so if you guys want, after the fact, if you're watching this video and you'd like to put a comment in, there's a good chance I'm going to get it, and I can answer it if you want. But the real reason, some lady was like, she started a comment, and she was like, P.S. Actually, I think it was avocado and bananas, wasn't it? Banana and avocados, whatever. She's like, P.S. And I was like, and she said something, and I was like, well, and I put script with a question mark, because I meant, like, where was your original comment? So I have a thing, and most YouTubers have it. There's a button that you have to click off. It's automatically on that says hold potentially harmful comments. And I was trying to figure out if maybe her comment disappeared, or she didn't even have one. She just decided to use PS because maybe her thought started the thing. This whole thing. So it ended up being this whole thing, and I was like, I'm just trying to find out what your original comment was. Like, she's back and forth about like me and I'm links and I'm like this. I'm like, no, I just really want to find out what your original comment is. Like, did you have an original comment? Or you just threw PS in there because you felt like it, or maybe you had a thought before and maybe you responded to somebody else's script and you were saying PS like on their thing and it came up as an original comment. Like, it was all these things I was trying to find out what she was talking about, but it ended up being like, oh, you don't really want to ask this question. You just want to like aggravate me, but it's fine. Go, you know. And some lady was like, I'm not gonna watch either one of you again. I was like, bye, Felicia. I'm like, I'm not. I told you guys, and I don't lie. I don't block people. I blocked probably 4 or 5 people in the 6 years I've been using YouTube, and that was mostly in the beginning. And some of them I've even unblocked. And then you could tell people who've changed their names because their icons are different. They're not even on YouTube anymore. Like, they deleted their channel. But my moderators have blocked plenty of people over the time, and I didn't know. So as
That's
if
what
people,
happened.
yeah.
That's what happened to me and Diane's.
Oh,
I believe Tasha. This was some time ago.
Yeah.
We were still debating a prostrate thing,
oh,
and it was on a live, and I
oh gosh.
had gone in there and said, no, it's supposed to be prostate, which actually would have been wrong anyway because you were not laying face down. However, Tasha said they can't be, because they were still, is it Sally, is it not Sally? Somebody else trying to be Sally. So Tasha said, that can't be Sally, she's not that sarcastic, and blocked me. And I thought, honey, you don't know sarcasm. I grew up with, people
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Don Rickles and
Yes, exactly.
those kind of people. And,
Wow.
and my brother.
Um,
Okay, back to, but anyway, it's.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, no, yeah.
It's been resolved.
Sure.
It's all over with.
So if you ever, I have an email address in every video. It says to send friend mail, and it's got my email address. It's mrsgarthb2@gmail.com. If you are blocked and you'd like to be unblocked, or if you were accidentally blocked, or if you'd like to talk outside of the chat, please just email me. I realized that this week was a rough week, so I was kind of a few days behind on email, but not too bad. But I will definitely get to it and respond personally because I do my own emails and everything too.
And,
Right.
oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to say something?
No, that's
Well,
Just yawn.
yeah, no, I was yawning, but I wanted to say something because I don't know if my contact information is on my channel.
And mine is probably incorrect.
Yeah, and
well, we all have Gmail addresses.
Right.
It's
you
basically
you have to have it. And that's why
Jim's husband with a lowercase h. So it's husband 080500@gmail.com.
yeah,
And Mom's is, do you use your Gmail, Mom, or you
no,
want to
I
help
don't
getting
know how
into
to get
it?
into it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll help Mom get into her Gmail because
Well,
what they do, if they direct message you here, it'll go on your Gmail. That's what I'm saying. If they direct message you on YouTube, it'll go into your Gmail email anyway.
no, the one I use all the time
I know.
is very
You want to
close.
put that out there? Okay.
It's very close, and if somebody does email me something and I delete it, I'm sorry, because I got so much junk. But anyway,
Well, that's what I meant. I mean, between that and all your personal information's out.
Right.
It goes there. I don't give out my personal email address. That's what I was trying to say.
but
I only use
Okay.
the Gmail
If-
one.
if I
Gotcha.
if I ever get into Gmail, it'll
Yeah.
probably take me a week and a half to
Go through all the stuff, right?
go through all the stuff. Yeah.
Somebody replied to your comment. Somebody replied to your comment. Somebody replied to your comment. That's what when you
Oh.
finally get into your Gmail, that's what's gonna be 40,000. Somebody replied to your comment.
Right.
Somebody replied to the comment. Somebody replied to the somebody commented on the comment you commented on.
Well, that usually comes up on YouTube anyway. You get a little notification that somebody
Well-
liked or replied to your comment.
Yeah.
well, what the thing is I'm not getting Gmails. I'm getting people who are contacting my my iMessenger or just straight up Messenger, and I'm like,
One that's attached to Facebook. Your
Yeah.
phone number. Well, I don't.
I don't know if it's my phone number or not, but
If you're getting it on message, like message, the green button, the green dot, they have your phone number. We've been doxxed, so don't answer anybody if they don't come up with a contact piece of information.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I got one yesterday.
Oh,
It was
okay.
somebody I had made a reply or a comment on Facebook. And because I remember that name because it came up on Facebook that this person liked my comment or whatever. All of a sudden I'm getting a message and it said something about
On your iPhone or on Messenger?
on
Like-
Messenger.
Oh, that's different. That's directed. That's connected to Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means
I
they
mean-
direct.
I mean,
Jim's talking about the green message button on messages, like
Oh, shoot.
messages on your iPhone. The little green talk
oh,
bubble.
oh, that.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that means somebody got your phone number. That's what I was
Mhm.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and I usually don't reply to messages unless, you know,
They come up with the name, the contact.
become a, yeah.
Well, that
you
was
know.
it. This person,
It's a low battery, Jim.
I'd like
Yep.
to, I'd like to be your friend, whatever. Da, 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 da. And I wrote back and I
Just
said,
hit stop. Don't hit low. Just hit. Yeah. sorry.
Close.
So now we really gotta end it. We really gotta wrap it up now. 'Cause
Oh,
we
there's
just gotta.
so much more here.
Oh, go ahead. We got a low battery warning,
oh,
so
okay.
we've got 5%. Go.
I'm gonna,
just kidding.
have to find where it was.
Do you want to plug it in since it's over there? You think it'll reach?
No.
No. When you plug it into your table, I meant. You think it'll reach?
No.
Okay.
Lisa Pariso is here.
Hello.
Yes, Dob said I have a twin sister and two older sisters, much closer to my twin.
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
Always have been, two older brothers. Yeah, that's cool. Twins are something special.
Yeah.
Jerry, were you named for anyone?
The doctor and the nurse. My doctor was Gerald, and my nurse was Geraldine. Believe it or not, that delivered me. So my mom was like, "Hey, look at that! That's a coincidence," and she combined them with the J-E and the R-I. And then her middle name was Ann, and since she wasn't going to give anybody her middle name except for my sister that passed away, I got Ann. So Jeri-Ann. That's how my name became. Yep. Thank you for asking.
They were 6 months apart, the twins.
Ah, who's older? Mm.
So I was doing laundry. I'm trying to find actual questions, and I'm sorry because
It's okay.
time-wise I'm missing.
No, that's okay. You know, Mom, read it,
here's
if you can
one.
read it. Okay, I was gonna say if you read it to
Bits of
yourself.
my life, said Sally, can you ask Jerry to attach that video of her traveling and dancing in the car?
If I can attach the video of Sally traveling
No,
and
no, no,
dancing.
no.
You.
You. Can you attach the video of you traveling and dancing in the car?
Like on one of my road trips?
I
Is that what
guess.
she's talking about?
I'm not too sure.
Be more specific, sweetheart, because I was, you know, I do a lot of, when I was road tripping by myself a lot, I would dance and sing in the car all the time. But we didn't talk about that today, so I wasn't sure if that's what you meant. We were talking about me dancing at a party, but, I mean, I could if, I definitely could if that's what you mean, for sure.
I probably,
Yeah.
you know, at least the party, you know.
Yeah. Well, the party's just photos, there's no video, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Simply Karen asks how many moderators you have.
3.
Sylvia Garcia said goodbye. Have a
Bye.
nice week.
Later.
Nellie said I'm still waiting for upcoming cooking videos.
Ooh.
I've got to put that one on there. I got to get that one.
And I've got 2 on
to
there that
edit.
I've got to do too.
What I said, Jerry and I would love to hear stories from your childhood.
Oh, boy, we got a few of them.
That's the end of what's on here.
Okay.
So,
You got a few.
So definitely, maybe I will do a vlog or 2 about story time. We could do that for sure. I've got lots of stories from my childhood. You know, I didn't meet Jim till I was almost 30. I was 29 when I met Jim. I was actually 10 days shy of being 29 when I met him on the computer, and I was 29 in a month when I met him in real life. So I've had a lot of life before that. And, yeah, and of course then I was 46 when I started YouTube. So I've got a lot of life before YouTube too. But yeah, for sure.
But my said I have 2 short stories. I ate 14 hot dogs with buns once, and I ate 3 pans of meatloaf in one setting. How big were the pans? How big were
Was this for a eating contest, I hope, or just you were hungry? Pregnant, maybe? I don't know.
My cousina sent a lot of hearts and
Thank
said,
you,
"Let's
love."
share a little kindness today.
Aw. I'm so glad you're back, Rebecca. I really am. I'm glad. I'm just glad. We need more positive people on YouTube again.
Oh, Virginia Slim said, don't forget to hit that.
Those thumbs up. Oh,
Thumbs up
thank you.
button.
That's nice.
Patty in Pittsburgh said, looking forward to Jim's live tonight.
Yes.
Sheila Hall said, Jerry, let me know if my PayPal doesn't come through.
Oh, Sheila, I'm sure it's fine. Thank you. I just, like I said, I wasn't there when I first looked, but I will look again. I promise. And I'll let you know. I have your email, so I'll shoot you an email if.
Oh my said, no, I was pregnant
Oh,
But starving, so I don't know if she means she wasn't pregnant, but she was starving, or
wait, she said, no, I was pregnant.
she said, no, I was pregnant, but starving.
Yes, she was pregnant and starving. Yes, I gotcha.
Ethel Reed said, love y'all.
I love you too, Ethel. Sunflower. Did
Yeah.
she send sunflowers?
She said,
Yeah.
no.
It's starting to get close to the summer solstice.
Yeah.
Or spring equinox. No, summer solstice. Yeah.
I was
Yes,
gonna say.
Where it's the longest day of the year.
Yeah,
And
June
she's in
21st.
Alaska. So last night she posted, she's like, it's still bright out here.
Uh-huh.
But she was showing me this, like, something was scraping across the sky. She did not normally see it. I said it could be like a plane with its things, but it could be. I said your sky is so clear up there. It could be anything. Like it could be an asteroid, a meteor far away from Earth that you see it.
UFO.
Ooh, a UFO. But listen, I forgot you guys were over there. I was about to talk to the TV. I was.
You do it all the time.
If
No, I
if
don't.
nobody's told you that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you because I love you guys very much.
We all do.
Yes, and as always, you guys take care. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. And then when next time we want to take you for a tour of the bathroom and the craft room. I actually said to Jim this morning, maybe we'll start a YouTube live in the bathroom today. I mean the craft room today, and start cleaning. He goes, ooh. So I said maybe not. Bye.
Bye.
Doing the